Whatever. Give me a second. Okay. Forgot to turn this off. There we go. Oh, why is it? Come on. There we go. Do the usual. I think this time we're gonna go with 10 on each of these instead. Okay. Then go public. Grab this. Okay. Should well be fine. I am tired. I was about to say, there's no way she didn't go down. Do I have to do this twice? I don't actually know if I have to still do it twice. It used to be that you did. The platoon stuff. Alright. With the platoon stuff, I'm gonna take a chance to eat muffin. Because that's all I can think of getting right now. Maybe later I'll grab something else. I don't know. We'll see. There's some fresh rice, so I might get some might make some fried rice or something. Surprised it's alive. Dang. Oh, never mind, got it. Okay. There we go. Eh, we'll start with this. Because then we can include all of the, well, 3 of the ones that we usually use for this. We'll do that. Actually, I think it's better to do this. Because then the Klukai will have the good chunk of damage that she can do. Yes, works. Okay, these are backwards. And I'll auto it. And hope for the best. In the meantime, just gonna chill here for a little bit. And my phone's acting up. Okay, there we go. Ugh. Okay. So I feel like I usually do it like this. Uh-oh. They seem to ignore those little boxes on the ground. Wonder what that's about. Now they're doing a decent amount of damage. If we hadn't passed the 800, which is the limit for like the normal one, that's all that really matters. Of course, the more the better, but still. The thing I don't like is just how long these turns take. That's why I don't do it manually, because it just takes too long. Come on, it's taking forever. It doesn't help that the bosses have so many turns as well. Or, not so many turns, so many moves per turn. And they get some turns like literally mid-fight too. Some moves, I keep confusing them. At least the stunning thing isn't a problem anymore. And we have to do it one more time, but at least this one's a lot simpler because we just slap on the burn. The 3 burns because I still have to work on Sharkry. Then we slap in like this, and then Makiro. Once we get Sharkry up and running, it'll be a lot easier to do with burn teams. The problem is when there's water and ice teams, because I don't really have effective teams technically. Okay, we'll do that, like this. Okay. Yeah. I managed to get her to do like 8 support hits in one turn, or 9, something like that. It was crazy. Or was it out of turn? I don't remember. It was something crazy. See, that's 3 out of turn. That also counts as out of turn because it's not her turn yet. It's crazy. It's crazy. That must not be comfortable. Like, turning all the way like that to shoot. Should be fine. I don't like that. Things are not looking too good right now. They're about to. Oh yeah, stability break. There it is. Whoever owns this macchiato has not gotten her last key though. Because otherwise she'd be able to use a attack or skill immediately after using her ult. Like mine does. Mine just doesn't do anywhere near as much damage though. Where is Kukai? There she is. In fact, we've barely done enough damage to get it to 95% HP. Apparently you used to be able to actually get it all the way down. Like, you actually used to be able to kill the bosses in this mode. I don't think that's possible anymore, though. Yeah, I don't think I have QJ all the way up. In terms of the bond level and also her keys and stuff. I'll have to check her. I feel like she could definitely do more damage, but I don't know. At least it's done though. Ooh, and I got this stuff, which is for future things. I guess this is if you're lucky. I don't know how it works. Alright, I should buy this. And that, sure. That's all for here. Actually, I should check all the shops. Trading post? Oh wow, the trading post actually is really helpful. Point exchange, platoon shop, dispatch shop. I guess I could probably just grab everything, right? Good to grab the boxes too, because I need that stuff to raise their levels in the affection thing, because that also ups their skills? No, their freaking stats. There we go. Okay. Battle log tag. Grab this. And that's all. Integration. These are restocks. It's nice for people to be able to get that, but honestly, main thing for me is these. Growth stack. Get there. Glory store. Still a good way away from this, so can't really get this yet. Sucks. It is what it is. I don't know if there's much of a way to farm that, really. Alright, the weapon skin stuff. Oh, it's only win once. Okay, so it is changed. I don't have to worry about it as much. Event. This thing got a new level. Yeah, I'll do those another time. Wedge. We should probably do these, just cause for the free little crystals. Get those out of the way. Yeah, I know how she works. The first move is just drop a nuke on everyone. Yep, just drop a nuke on everybody. There we go. Nice and simple. Now, I don't know how she works. Okay. First, let's see the passive. Damage increased when there are no other allied units nearby. Critical rate increased when dealing burn damage to enemy targets with Scorch Mark. Enemy targets within range afflicted with Orb Burn. Chihuahua launches wise support, dealing burn damage. Okay, Searing Sizzle. Deals burn damage. This is between when the target is less than equal 4 damage and stability damage increased. So that's her normal? No, that's her first skill, I'm guessing. Second skill lands on the selected tile, dealing burn damage to the nearest enemy target. And in range, gains extra command, reduces cooldown the ultimate skill. Applies scorch mark to target and all surrounding enemy targets. Expends all points of Convectance Index and increases the damage of this attack based on the amount of Convectance expended. End of the action deals burn damage based on the number of scorch mark stacks. Okay. So I guess real best bet is to like drop a nuke first. Add damage to the main guy. This is the one where I go swing back, right? Yeah, there we go. It's probably fine. Where's the range on this? Within 6 tiles, huh? Okay. She's definitely a strong one for a burn team, that's for sure. If her skills made do what I think they do. Also, her skin's just crazy, but let me go ahead and do this real quick. That works. Is it me or did she move kind of weird when she did that? Oh, great, it's those things. There we go. No, we just... That's a super easy thing to just use the tickets on now. We can also grab the crystals. You know, I go ahead and buy the important stuff first. And more keys are always good because I'm gonna be getting more and more titles anyway. Alright. Challenge mode is up. Ow, my leg. But we should continue story. First day of searching for Chuhua in the trade fair ends in failure. We discuss our next move after meeting up. Should we go investigate another location? While few places are as populated as the trade fair, we might be able to learn something new. Maybe we could walk around the fair again. We've only gone around the place once, so we might have missed something. Sumire looks over the trade fair again. There are eye-catching mascots everywhere. While the decorations aren't too fancy, they're enough to dazzle the eye. The vendors and customers just keep pouring in, making the environment more and more complex with each passing moment. Let me think. Come on, there's a heavy... Gross's warning is drowned out by the roar of the engines. All I see is her mouth moving and the crowd beginning to move. Vendors don't look nervous. Why is that? Grossa freezes up for a moment, then begins surveying her surroundings without saying a word. Nearby merchants don't look afraid. In fact, they're smiling. Indeed, this kind of noise usually precedes a bandit raid. In other settlements, merchants would have started packing up their stalls by now. It's the expedition team. The expedition team has returned. Heard that the road running in front of the warehouse was under repair recently, so the expedition team is touring through here. Friend, when you say expedition, what exactly are you talking about? Oh, are you customers from the outside? You'll see a bunch of heavily armed guys passing through here in a bit. They're the expedition forces of our Darksteel farm. Don't worry, dear customer, they're not here for involuntary asset transfers. We don't operate like people on the outside. Look, their convoy's actually passing through. It's your lucky day. You get to see our expedition team leader in the flesh. That doesn't happen often. Expeditions usually go on for a really long time. In the past, Leader Garen would bring his boys back in just a few days, but recently they've been gone for up to 2 weeks at a time. Yeah, good thing they made it back in a timely manner, but they've got lots of good stuff with them. That's a good sign. Our vengeance gradually dies down, and everyone turns to look in the same direction. Convoy of jeeps and heavy bikes slowly cruises by. Convoy is led by a big motorcycle. Its rider is a massive man in full combat gear who's casually steering his ride with one hand while waving with the other. His response seems to excite the surrounding vendors, who begin to shout and cheer. You might not know this, but the reason why we can set up here without having to worry about anything is because Expedition Leader Garen and his boys go out and collect supplies for us. In fact, it's thanks to Leader Garen's valiant efforts that this festive trade fair is even possible in the first place. It's every man for himself on the outside, right? And here everyone has a job and we do it. Expedition team finds stuff and we sell it. Life's easy for us because everyone does their part. Still, the hardest working people on the farm are Inspector Leo and Expedition Leader Garen. It's got to be Inspector Leo and Expedition Leader Garen. No doubt about it, it's the Inspector and the Expedition Leader. Why aren't you inquiring further, dear customer? Aren't you at least a bit curious about these big shots of ours? How can we keep praising them if you don't ask us about them? Go on. Vendors seem to be in such high spirits that it actually comes off as a little oppressive to the dolls. Okay, so why does everyone like them so much anyway? It's nothing special, really. It's just because they built Darksteel Farm with their own hands, brought everyone together, and distributed the work among all of us, that's all. That's right. And they built their checkpoint, laid down the settlement guidelines, made sure they came back from all their expeditions with something to show for them, and enriched all our lives with a fair and well-planned system of distributing resources simple as that. The vendors are all smiles as they look expectantly at the dolls. Why are you looking at me? Are you waiting for me to say something? Let me see. I see your Inspector and Expedition team leader sound like great people. Bringing Sabrina along was the right decision. The vendor seemed satisfied with that. Just then there's movement from the other side of the trade fair. Man escorted by uniformed guards heads towards the expedition convoy. The vendor's attention are drawn to the newcomer. Oh hey, the inspector's come to welcome the expedition back. Sure are lucky, dear customers, you get to see both of our prominent figures at once. That's pretty good, right? Since our big shots get along, the rest of us can live in peace. And that in the past, they were both bounty hunters who befriended each other. Their friendship's older than this settlement. Both continue to make contact, and from what I'm standing, I can see the expedition leader take off his mask and laugh heartedly. The Inspector and the expedition leader clap each other on the shoulders, and their mouths move, but their words are drowned out by the surrounding noise. Grossa, can you get closer? Try and eavesdrop on what they're saying. Goza nods and blends into the excited crowd. Shortly afterwards, the groups head away from the trade fair together, and Goza returns to my side. They were just exchanging greetings. The inspector seemed to be asking about their casualty status, and the expedition leader replied, "We're old hands at this, so we didn't lose anyone. It was a milk run. You, on the other hand, you'd better speak up if you're having any difficulties. We both know how things have been for the past 2 years." Doesn't sound like anything special. Is all this stuff we're learning going to help us find Juha? Doesn't seem relevant right now. Perhaps we need to change our approach. Let me think. Right, back to work. Seeing the inspector and expedition leader make me feel like I need to do my part too. The festive trade fair is our battleground. That's right, we need to lock in too. I'll keep an eye on my stall. The yen isn't going to take a single gram away from me. Even if a boojum comes, they won't get anything from me either. I'd rather those boojums stay away forever. Well, even if one does turn up, I'm sure Expedition Leader Garen can deal with it, right? Heard that he beat 100 elites to death when he was outside, with his bare hands. What? Can humans even do that? Why not? That's what all those pulp novels from circulating in the farm say. Granted, I haven't actually seen him do it in person, but it's gotta be grounded in reality. There's gotta be some basis to it, right? Still, I haven't heard about anyone being robbed by the Nien recently. My nephew's in the guards, and they say they've caught a suspect for being the Nien. Maybe there won't be any more robberies from now on. You can catch something like that? My uncle's in the expedition team. He says it's an immortal monster that comes and goes without a trace and only goes to sleep in spring. I have no idea what they've been talking about since just now. What's the Nien? Is it some new kind of elite? I'm not too sure, but apparently one's been captured, and Shuihua went missing around the same time. It's worth looking into. The Nien. Sounds kind of familiar. Now, who mentioned it before? Was it Mei-Ling? I think Mei-Ling told me a story about it in the past. Light snow had been falling outside back then, and the season seemed to match up. Why not just ask them directly? These vendors seem like nice people. Surely they'll tell us all about it, right? Sabrina decides to ask them about the Nien. Neon? Neon. The Nien, well, you don't need to worry about it, dear customer. Looks like it was actually a thief mucking about. I've never heard of it going after outsiders before. That expedition team uncle of mine said that it comes out to cause trouble when winter gives way to spring, and it goes back to sleep when spring comes. Hang in there, it won't be long. Festive trade fair is coming and so is spring. Like they say in the farm, stronger and stronger each spring. This Nien sounds like a marvelous beast. Is your uncle an expert on such things? No, all this stuff about the end was collected by his pals in the expedition team from data chips they found outside. It's just that recently, we've been losing stuff here and there, and it fit the description of that Nien monster causing trouble. Utter nonsense. What's all this rubbish about monsters? If you ask me, it's the fault of those trash collectors. And I think the guards has been doing extra shifts because of them for a long time now. They've changed patrols, and apparently they found weird tracks where those trash collectors live. Personally, I think it was done by some horrible Uma or something. I mean, we're in the contamination zone. I'd be surprised if there were weird mutants running around. There's no getting through to cult freaks like you. As if you're any better. Where's your proof, you conspiracy theorist? Thanks, guys. Well, take our leave then. Vendors begin arguing with each other and pay no heed to us. Sabrina breathes a sigh of relief as she backs away. She then signals to Grosa and me, indicating that we should follow her. However, in her relief, Sabrina has not realized that a squad of patrolling guards is approaching us. Sabrina, look. Just as warning comes too late, as Sabrina backs up, she crashes into guards behind her. I'm sorry. It's alright, dear guests. Actually, we were looking for you. Would you mind coming with us? Could it be that you've seen the doll we were looking for? Sorry, but I don't quite get your meaning. However, I'm sure you don't want to cause a big disturbance here, am I right? Well, of course we don't want to make trouble, but... I mean, while you're in uniform and look really convincing, blindly following strangers in the yellow zone is really dangerous. I need a more convincing reason to go with you. Grizzle looks at me, and after seeing me nod, she indicates that Sabrina doesn't need to stall them. After all, rather than try-ups around, trying our luck, I'd rather place my faith in this chance at turning our situation around. Who knows? We might end up finding a new clue. It's alright, Sabrina. Please lead the way, gentlemen. The guard squad leader nods and takes us to a place on the outskirts of the fair. There are empty stalls around us and the lights are off. There are signs reading preparing for the fair nearby. Apologies for interrupting your shopping, but we received an anonymous report from a stall owner. Apparently you've been browsing the fair for several hours, but haven't purchased anything. Is that true? The guard's polite but suspicious gaze falls on our empty hands. We simply wish to understand the wares that are on offer at your trade fair in order to optimize our financial expenditures and acquire everything at once. And since the festive fair hasn't officially opened yet, I believe we'd have some time to consider our purchases. Are we not free to do that? I see. That is the most sensible explanation. However, according to that anonymous report, you, specifically these two dolls, did not ask any questions about what our sales personnel were selling. We've only just arrived here, so being curious about unfamiliar things is unavoidable. These questions were also meant to help us determine the length of our stay and the reliability of your merchandise. I see. Perhaps this was just a misunderstanding. However, we are compelled to do our due diligence, and thus I must remind you that according to the farm resident regulations, any personal inquiries, eavesdropping, and other such activities that are not sanctioned by the farm management are considered illegal. Repeat offenders will be banished from the farm and permanently barred from entry. Surely you must have heard that when passing through the security checkpoint. I urge you to keep that in mind and avoid doing this again. Being permanently barred from entry sounds pretty stiff. Well, that's a stroke of bad luck. Change glasses with Groza. I see. You keep that in mind. Then, please show us your entry permits. This interaction constitutes a first warning. I will need to verify your entry permit serial number and ensure that said warning has been logged. An entry permit? Being sidles up to me and nervously asked me a question. Entry permits, they won't work, right? I mean, if even asking around is illegal, then what are they going to think of illegal immigration like what we just did? You think they'll dump us off the side of a cliff? I pat Sabrina's bag to console her while I observe the surroundings. We're on the edges of the trade fair, and the cold wind is blowing wildly through the empty stalls. There are drifts of uncleared gray-white snows piled up against the walls. Even if we make a ruckus, I doubt it'll draw much attention. I give Groza a meaningful look. Certainly. My permit's right here. I make a show of reaching into my backpack, and the guards focus their attention on me. Groza's ready to strike. Here you go. Guard squad leader reflexively reaches out to take my permit. I grab his hand and immediately pulled his arm into a lock. The other guards are taken completely by surprise. Groza, knock them out. Will do. Groza sees the opportunity I've created, while I yank the guard leader away from his squad. Sabrina, back up Groza. Just like that. Sorry, Mr. Guard, but right now, I need to ensure our freedom of movement. Oh yeah, I mean, we kind of have more important things to do. Oh, look, snow! I automatically thought that was one of those illegal, what are they called? Not a bit. I want to top off my battery. So my mission is to provide support. Do your best, Groza. You've already beaten half of the enemies. Sabrina, that's called supporting. Let's go, everyone. We're drawing towards Sabrina. Chocolate. Oh, I'm listening. Dang it. We can break out in that direction, right? Make sure you protect the commander. Ah, evac. Okay. What's that in overall direction? Is that an ice sculpture? Oh, interesting. Oh, wait. I'm guessing this is something. Device? Doesn't look like one. Perhaps we should check it out if we get the chance. If I remember right, anything shiny like that's actually a good thing to check out because it actually is something. But yeah, I thought this was one of those illegal, what are they called? Illegal broadcasts from Helldivers because that's the impression it gave me. Okay, we should be fine. Just nuking everyone infected real quick and then Let's see. Excuse me. There we go. That marks basically everyone. Sure. Just to get rid of it. So the other two girls, I don't have to worry about that. I could technically use... Oh. Oh no! Ordinary guards are no match for tactical duels, however the day's guards soon regain their bearings. This is squad 3, this is squad 3. Not good, stop him. One of the guards is holding a communicator. Groza runs toward him. Laser dot flickers across her back. I turn to the stray guard who's apparently slipped the net and kick his gun away. When the west of the market sent, something whistles through the air and a spatula smashes the guard's communicator, sending it flying. Stop, it's all a misunderstanding. A loud voice rings out from the distance. Everyone pauses for a moment, which is long enough for the girl who shouted to run up to us. Chihua? The newcomer picks up the spatula and smiles breezily at us. Indeed, this is Type 97S, Chihua, whom we haven't seen in a while. Yo, what's up, my old chromes? Chihua, you're okay, but then why didn't you tell us? You scared my parts off. Then steps up and gives Chihua a warm hug. Chihua gently pats the brain in the back, then winks at me before gently extracting herself from his arm and turning to the guard. Sorry about that, bro. Here's our permit. This is my commander. We were operating separately for a bit, but our signal was cut off. They panicked a little and forgot how things worked. Chihua produces her entry permit and hands it to the guard squad leader. Don't worry, we'll follow the rules from now on. Clear his throat. Assaulting an officer is also a violation of the rules. Come on, can't you just let it slide? If they're passed out, I'll just shake them awake. How about that? I mean, it's not like anyone died, right? See, no serious injuries or anything. This doesn't even count as an assault here in the yellow zone. Maybe an accident or something at most? You're gonna wake people up? Let me help. After getting my approval, Sabrina and Groza begin helping Chihua with the cleanup to show our sincerity. What rubbish is this? Just then, the communicator that's lying on the ground nearby connects automatically, and a distress call from another guard squad comes through. Looks like guard friends are busy. It's festival and all. I mean, this is a key period for the trade fair, when there are the most people around. So, since we're all right here, we won't delay you guys any further. So let's say you close an eye to this, and we'll leave our lives on the straight and narrow from now on. Doesn't that work out for everyone? The stress call from the communicator keeps going. The guard squad leader glares hard at Chihua, then goes to Steve and picks up Chihuahua's entry permit. Let me check your logs. So you were arrested and you were just released. Yeah, you have some misunderstanding. Look, it says not guilty right there, doesn't it? You've had way too many people here recently, so it's no wonder why these hiccups keep happening. Like this time around, for example. Commander's here to make big buys at your festive trade fair, and he's all about peaceful coexistence. Definitely not here to make trouble. The guard captain is silent for a long time. Clearly, he doesn't want to deal with Chihua. Fine then. The warning's been logged. Any further violations result in a stiff penalty. The guard eyes us reproachfully. I hope you will all abide by the farm's rules from now on. Sure thing. Let me wish the rest of the boys a happy festival. Sorry for the trouble. The guard squad leader is forced to smile politely in response to Chihuahua's beaming grin, and then he goes to check on his downed men. He helps lift up the unconscious guards and hands them over to their comrades. Then she pats her chest with a chuckle. Phew, we might have gotten out of this so easily if the guards weren't already so overworked. Last year looks me in the eye. Her smile hasn't changed much, but there's a strange emotion in her eyes. One which doesn't translate well into words. Feels like she's getting emotional. It's been a while, Commander. Her voice is softer than just now, with a hint of gentleness that's quite rare for her. Oh, and Sabrina in OTS-14? Glad to meet you. Ah, she's Groza. Just call her Groza from now on. Hello, Chihua. So our mission to find Chihua is complete then. It went better than expected. Chihua, I haven't seen you since you finished the job. Since you finished that job in the previous satellite city. How did you lose contact with us? When we get back, you'll have to tell me all about it. Turning across Chihua and begins to drag her away, Groza looks at me. Commander, will we be going back now, or are we staying here for a bit longer? Well, since Chihuahua's entry permit passed muster, I think we can make proper purchases. And if we can shop, why not call the others over from the Omo? Festival is almost upon us, and Meiling's been looking forward to the shopping and celebration. Wait. Joa tugs on Sabrina's arm, indicating that she should stop. Gunnar, please allow me to stay here for a few more days. I have some unfinished business that I need to take care of. Unfinished business? I can't talk about it here. Please follow me, everyone. Joa's face grows serious as she looks at the nearby guards. Okay. I'm gonna need to sort of redo this one. Because I need to get myself over there. And get that little thing. Okay. So I think the best way to do it was probably use 416. I think I can make it all the way over there. What'd that just say? See the decoration set up by the management committee. Its materials contain surprising impurities. Among its contents, and the management committee allows visitor to take away and keep said contents as mementos. What do you get to see flash frozen elids in there? Hidden resource that can be obtained by checking Dun. Action points. Dun? What? Guess we have no thing on that. I didn't get to read the little thing that popped up fast enough. Alright, let me just finish this up again. Do that. And then do that. Oh, there it is. I might have to search around and see how many of those have those little extra things, you know? Okay, I think I should probably do a little bit of the little puzzles. Because it has been a couple days, so there's probably a few. Not to the tempo, but it does play nice music, you know? Using the power of my Helldivers experience. I don't think I missed any, right? Yeah, full combo. Yeah, let me do a little bit of the others. They're simple little puzzles, you know? Dang it. I just need to go with the flow of it, regardless if it's bad or good. And then I'll avoid it. Oh. I think it's giving me a little bit too much. Oh, I moved too soon. It's fine. Nope. Ah. Okay. Apparently I cannot pass under those as fast as I think. This might be better worth surviving by sacrificing something over that. Ooh. But it's something funny about like food that gets censored because of how bad it is. Yeah, let's try the memory thing. Okay. There we go. Double, 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 double. Oh wait, that was like this. There we go. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Funnily enough, I kind of would like if they kept something like this with a little bit of a bigger frame. This would definitely be good. Ding, ding. Dang it. I missed that one. And one more, why not? Okay, let's see. Boop. Boop. Okay, so that's done. Let's do another one of these. Just to try to do a bunch of them, you know? I know this theme from somewhere, but I forget where it shows up. Wait, wasn't this the one for... It's called like One Shot or something? I think this is the one that was playing for the Macchiato event. Oh, dang it. Yeah, this is the Macchiato event song, I'm pretty sure. I think it's called like One Shot Kill. Does it count as full combo as long as I actually beat it? Okay, nice. Okay, let's say that's a good amount of progress. Why am I getting pinged? Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna end it there. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there, so, I don't think there's really anyone I could raid right now, unfortunately. But it was only really supposed to be a quick stream anyway. But, yeah. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But, you know what? I'll go ahead and raid Ruby. Why not? She's playing... Oh. You know what? Sure. Why not? I'll raid her anyway. Oh, never mind. I can't raid right now. Okay. You know what? Fine. Anyway, good night.